Hello. Hi. Hi Anushree. Hi Chetu. Hi Yadgiri. Hi Arshad. Hello bro. Bhaskar. Yeah, I just came live. So yeah, we haven't started. Let's wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, people are joining. Let's wait for a while. Just 2 more minutes. We will start. Hi Amit. Hello. Hello. Hi. Yeah, we have. I think we have 200 people. Yeah, we have 200 people. Let's just wait for 1 more minute and we will get started. Hello, hello. Hi Chandam, hi Hemant, hi Hare Krishna, hi Jist, hi Sai Kumar, Virat, Kabir, hi everyone. So this one is very important because you know a lot of people are doing these mistakes in the resume. I thought I'll just come live and explain it so that you people also don't do that mistake. Because whenever I'm looking at resume of people, they are doing this mistakes in the resume, which because of which their resumes are not getting shortlisted or they have some issues with profile not getting to the technical rounds. So we will exactly discuss about that topic today. And in between, I'll also pick up the questions from the chat section. Right? Perfect. So what I wanted to explain was, let me first directly step into the topic. So I'll share my screen. Cool. Okay. So take a look at this resume. One big mistake that people do, or a lot of people are doing, I'm also seeing that on the top mate when I'm trying to uh, review the resumes. So if you are an experienced person, like this profile, this resume that you see here is of a experienced person, and if you are an experienced person, your resume should look like this. You should not keep the projects that you are learning on YouTube from Udemy. You should not have those projects as the projects in your resume. You should have them as your day-to-day activities. For example, this one, streamlined CI/CD pipeline for Java-based applications. You see this point here, right? If you are a fresher, this can be a project for you. But if you are an experienced person, this cannot be a project. For experienced persons, CI/CD is the day-to-day task, right? For freshers, CI/CD is a project. They can keep this particular thing as a project. There is no problem. But experienced persons, you should have points like this. Probably you can keep 10 points per each project that you are working. Like this profile here has worked in 3 companies. So company 1, 10 points, company 2, 10 points, 3. Like 10 is not a number. I'm just explaining you. Like you should have the day-to-day tasks or roles and responsibilities mentioned like this. But instead, what I'm seeing, people are mentioning about, let's say, the 3-tier architecture deployment as a project. Your profile will never get shortlisted because if you're keeping 3-tier architecture as a project, interviewer will understand that you don't have real-time experience. Are there any questions here? Okay. And if you are a fresher, then you have to make sure pick up 3 to 4 projects. It's okay, whatever you would like to, whatever you are comfortable. If you are perfect with Terraform and Kubernetes, and let's say AWS or Azure, make 3-4 projects on those topics and show what did you do on that particular thing? Like write 3 to 4 lines explaining about the project, what is the outcome of the project, and what did you learn from that project. Okay, don't interchange the things. I see that freshers actually writing about their experience working in a free internship in this points wise, and experienced people writing the projects as 3-tier architecture deployment, 2-tier architecture deployment, created VPC using Terraform. All those things you will work on a particular day in your organization. That cannot be your 2 months, 3 months, or you show that you have worked in that particular company for 4 years and you show that project as 3-tier architecture deployment. That doesn't make sense. Nobody will believe you, and they will immediately understand you don't have experience. They have to take you and they have to train you. People who are not interested in training you, they will not shortlist your resume, right? So let's see, are there any questions also here? Any questions related to this, you can ask in the chat section. Happy to answer. Okay, if you are an individual who is interested in transitioning to DevOps, again, a lot of people ask this question that I'm interested in transitioning into DevOps. So how do I show my experience? Obviously, right? Like, let's say you have 8 years of experience and you want to transition into DevOps. So you can showcase your past 2 years, or whatever you are learning from YouTube. At least try to put them in your resume that I have worked on these particular activities in my organization. Otherwise, people will not take a 8 years experience candidate as a fresher. That is not at all possible, right? You have 8 years of experience, you are transitioning into you want to transition into IT role, you can do it. But if you show your last 8 years experience in a separate domain and you want to some company to hire you as a DevOps engineer with 8 years experience, but 0 years working in DevOps, probably they will not hire you. So what you can do, learn from YouTube, learn from Udemy, learn from other sources, and you can showcase in your resume that from past 1 or 2 years, along with what I'm doing, I'm also working on the DevOps on this particular activities. When they ask, you can explain what you are learning, because anyways you are learning, right? This is how people do it. Like whoever are transitioning, this is what they do. Okay, internal. Yeah, internal switch is also good. If you get an opportunity, you can definitely switch internally, because what happens is when you transition internally, you will not have tough interviews. You will not be asked a lot of questions. You can work there for 1 year, 6 months, and then if you are interested in switching to a different product-based company or high package role, you can do that. DevOps internships these days are less actually because of the market. Actually, internships are also very less because of the market. And same thing is with DevOps internships. I don't see a lot of internships these days. A lot of companies have stopped actually internship positions. Yeah, internal switches are very possible. How many projects we include if you have 3 years experience in DevOps? Exactly, that is what I've explained. If you have experience, you cannot put projects like CI/CD, you cannot put 3-tier architecture deployment as your projects. Please try to understand. Do not prepare resumes like that. They will not even get shortlisted. It's completely waste of your time and recruiters' time. Experienced engineer's profile should look like this. Again, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. So see here, if you are an experienced engineer, this is how your resume has to look like. Gain valuable experience in CI/CD for Java based applications. For fresher, this can be a project. that I have implemented CI/CD using Jenkins, using Maven, etc., etc. This is what I have learned. Fresher can write it as a project, but if you are experienced, you have to definitely write it as points only. CI/CD has to be your point. Python, what did you do with Python? For example, here, this all these things we have done on our YouTube channel. I just prepared a demo resume. Implemented Python based automation for GitHub webhooks, which we have done on the channel, right? For Jira tickets creation. Same point, exactly same point. This one, a fresher can take this point, just add 2 to 3 more lines to it, and fresher can add it as a project. Experienced engineer will add it as a point, right? The exact same thing. There is no difference, because for freshers it's like a college project for them, or it's like they spent like maybe 30 days 45 days on implementing this particular thing, and they have improvised it. That's why they will add 3 to 4 points. But when you are working in your company, you will get such tasks. Your product owner might ask you to do it. Some development team might create a Jira ticket for creating this implementation for you, right? So that's the major difference, and a lot of people get confused with it, and they add these things as Jira ticket creation as a project profile. Even recruiters will not shortlist the profile. Please don't spam the comment section. I'm explaining the same thing, and like, even if you watch what I'm trying to explain, others will get opportunity to ask questions, right? So please please don't spam. Where can I get K8's troubleshooting? We are doing a Kubernetes troubleshooting series. Rajesh, you can take a look at that. Please share the demo resume Tony Stack. It's already there on the Telegram channel. The link will also be available in the live stream that you are seeing. Okay. The resume that I've just shown is completely from the projects that we have done on the channel. Okay, let me pick up some questions. Resume is available in the Telegram channel. You can check. Is it good time to switch? Yeah, definitely. There is no problem. See, again, don't try to copy the resumes. A lot of people are asking the resumes. It's okay. Both the freshers and experienced resume, both of them are available on our Telegram channel. You can take them, but don't copy. There is no point. If you copy the resume, your resume will be same like other person's resume. What is the point, right? You have to prepare your own resume. Nice. Thanks for joining from US. See, that's what I'm repeating. Fresher resume is also available on the Telegram channel. Experience resume also available on the Telegram channel. But the format is the same. You can also prepare it. Okay. What kind of projects to add? Right. Again, this is a question a lot of people are asking. Let me explain very detailed way. First, let me start with freshers. Okay, if you are a fresher, what kind of projects should you add to your resume? Let's take the trending topics: CI/CD, Kubernetes, Terraform, AWS. Let's take CI/CD. Add CI/CD as a project, whatever you are comfortable with, AWS or Azure, Jenkins or GitHub Actions or GitLab, whatever it is, it's fine. But make sure, if you are a fresher, in the CI/CD project that you are adding, properly explain what is the outcome of that particular project. For example, outcome is, I have learned implementing CI/CD for Java microservices which are based on Spring Boot. Okay, and how did you do it? So in how did you do it, you can clearly explain that I have used Jenkins as a CI tool or an orchestrator, where I have these stages in my Jenkins pipeline. Deployment is done on the AWS Kubernetes cluster, for which we have used Ansible or GitOps approach, whatever you have used. Elaborate in proper 5 to 6 points. Then again add another project. There you can add about, let's say, Kubernetes. In Kubernetes, again you can explain what did you like. Let's say you are familiar with creating a Kubernetes cluster and upgrading the Kubernetes cluster, taking backups of it. Everything you have done through Terraform, for example. Again, write that as a project where in Kubernetes, how did you upgrade? What tool did you use? How did you make sure that the upgrade became zero time? Just 5 to 6 points for a fresher per project. Explaining the outcome of the project is more than enough. Now, if you are experienced, of course, you cannot add your own projects. If I am working in TCS, then my client becomes my project. I cannot add any project that I like. Or if I am working in HCL, I am working in, let's say, Swiggy. Swiggy is my project, or within Swiggy, payments is my project, or food ordering is my project. So I can only put that. And within that, you have to add points like deploy the Swiggy application on EKS Kubernetes cluster through GitHub Actions. That is how your points will look like in your resume. Right? Perfect. Let me pick up any questions. How many real-time projects are there on our channel to add? There are like 40, I guess. There should be 40. At least 35 to 40 are there. You can add, if you are a fresher, you can add just 2 to 3. That is enough. Yeah, there are opportunities for freshers because on the channel I see some people are posting that they got opportunities as freshers. So I believe there are opportunities, right? Because otherwise, I don't know. If people are not posting, I would have I would have not come to know. But people are posting that they are joining as freshers. In India, there aren't business. I did not understand. Sorry. I heard that company HR are not hiring experience, wantedly to hire candidates through consultancy who pay good amount. Is it correct? I don't think so. If you are applying to a lot of companies and if still you are not getting calls back, that means there is some issue with your resume, right? Please don't think that the job market is not good. It can also be possible that your resume is not good. So just go back and see if you have done any mistakes with your resume, right? Even that possibility is there. So why don't you just go back, get your resume reviewed, or just review it yourself? I just shared a resume. You can compare it with that and try to see what kind of tickets are assigned day to day. Um, it can be as simple as to create a CI/CD pipeline, or it can be as simple as my CI/CD pipeline is broken, builds are failing. Can you please troubleshoot what is happening? Or as simple as a Terraform request to create a VPC plus EC2 instance. Same, like tickets can be as simple as that also. Mhm. Okay, sure. Please don't spam the comment box. If you spam the comment box, I will not pick up your comment. No, just kidding. But let's give opportunity for everyone. What projects can be added for Kubernetes and Docker? I hope you are a fresher who is asking this. Otherwise, If you are an experienced person, the question is completely wrong, right? Because I've been explaining right from the start of this live stream. If you are an experienced person, you will not have projects on Docker and Kubernetes. If you are an experienced person, you will have project that is your client, or you will have project that is your company, and for them you will perform day-to-day tasks. But if you are a fresher asking about Docker and Kubernetes projects, you can say deployed an application, exposed it outside world using ingress, and secured that application using network policies. This can be a project. Okay. What sequence do we follow? DATE. If you are looking for sequence on this channel, DevOps 0 to hero, AWS 0 to hero, or Azure 0 to hero, whatever you feel. T stands for Terraform 0 to hero. Just complete these things. At the end, you can learn Python for DevOps, and your thing is done. Okay, we will do last 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So please ask questions that are not already posted. Why some companies are not hiring freshers? Because some companies, their situation is not that good because of 2023 and 2024, so they are not hiring. I just answered this question, but still I see in the comment section what kind of task. So please, that's what I'm saying, don't spam. How can a SWE switch to DevOps? Whether you are SWE testing anything, the roadmap is same. Just start with basics of DevOps, learn any cloud platform, then master the DevOps concepts that you have learned. Learn Terraform, Python. That's the roadmap. How to explain in interview about the project? It's a good question. If you implement the project, like let's say any project that you have added to a resume, just implement it, and then you will be able to explain that project. That's why I'm saying don't copy the projects from the others resume. If you do a project and if you try to put that project, then you will be able to explain that. How to apply for a job? LinkedIn and Naukri. At least those are the things that I know. There might be other portals, but these are popular. Can we show your projects for experience in DevOps engineers? I think I explained the same thing for 30 minutes, but still I see that questions. Please don't do that. When are you doing one-to-one assistance? Sorry, just occupied with this YouTube job and all, so I don't think I'll be able to do one-on-one assistance. Yeah, going back, whatever projects that are available on the channel, if you are experienced person, you can put them, but put them as points. Your project as an experienced person will be the company that you are working for. Let's say I'm a DevOps engineer at Nike. Okay, my project will not be 3-tier architecture deployment or CI/CD. My project will be sales. Let's say in Nike there is a application called payments, or in Nike there is an application called web. In Nike there is an application called customer satisfaction, right? Or a project called customer satisfaction. That becomes my project. And things like CI/CD, Kubernetes installation, Kubernetes setup, Terraform, resources creation on AWS, all these things will become my day-to-day activities. You have to put as points. Don't put them as projects. Then people will ask you, what are you doing at Nike? Okay, last 5 minutes. No, don't use ChatGPT to prepare your resume. You can just see how ChatGPT is writing the points, just take inspiration from it, and then modify it and write your own. Just use it for an inspiration. Don't directly send that resume, right? Because you also need to know what is written by ChatGPT. How can a DevOps fresher earn in terms of salary scale? It can be same as how much a full stack developer is earning in that company. Okay, there are 280 people in the live stream at this point. There were 350 at one point, but I see same people repeating the questions. How will the others get opportunity? If you post your question once, I will see it. Others also will get the opportunity. So with this, what happens is if 10 people are spamming the comments or this chat box, then even I cannot see those 10 people's comments because it's getting spam. I have 8 years of experience in automobile, but now want to switch to DevOps. How can I use my 8 years of experience over there? You cannot use your 8 years of experience in automobile in DevOps. You can just show your past 2 to 3 years experience. Let's say you are working in an automobile company that also has IT. Mostly your automobile company might have IT, right? So you can learn DevOps, you can learn the technology, you can do some projects, you can do some hands-on, and then try to understand how your organization, if they were using DevOps, how will they use for the automobile company website that you have, and then you can put that in your resume because you have also practiced things. You have implemented the same things at your end on your AWS account or on your Azure account. When you go to the interview, you will be able to explain them, but you cannot use your 8 years experience. Abhishek, can you participate in AWS summits like AWS Innovation, AWS Builders? Sorry, actually, i'm I'm thinking I will participate in any one in this year because I have very hectic schedule. I'll just participate in any one and I'll inform prior where I am participating so that if anyone's around, they can also meet. But otherwise, I don't think I can participate. Single page resume or detailed resume? Just keep it moderate. If you are experienced person, you can keep it to 2 pages or at the most 3 pages, but don't go beyond that. Like if you have maybe 15 years, then you can go with 3 page resume, but otherwise just complete in 2 pages. How to get some credits from AWS? You have to participate in the AWS training programs. You have to participate in the AWS challenges. Then you can get some free credits. Okay, thank you. There is Game Zone. Thank you for becoming member of the channel. You will get a Slack link if you become member of the channel where you can ask any questions that you encounter while you are practicing things that are explained on the YouTube channel. So you will get that link soon. It is automatic. It will get generated. How to forgive AWS bills? Okay, I think the question is how to get rid of AWS bills. Okay, it's a good question. I don't know if I can say this on this platform. Try your luck, talk to AWS support. I have 12 years gap. Should I apply as a fresher or freelancer, or what exactly to become? Like if you have 12 years gap and if you are still interested, probably just start with freelancing. That is better because right now there are many freelancing portals, but don't think that freelancing is easy. Again, there is a lot of competition there also. So you can start as a freelancer, try your luck. If you do it for 1 year or 2 years, you will become an experienced person. Then you can try with this also. Like otherwise, I wouldn't recommend freelancing. But because you have 12 years gap, better you start with the freelancing, because many people might not hire you with 12 years gap. So you can hire yourself, become a freelancer, and after 6 months, 1 year, then you can go to the corporate culture and you can start working. Freelancer, Upwork, Fiverr, Turing, these are the websites where you can go and try. You are a second year student, can I get internship? Like at this point of time, internships are less. So I think if you are in second year, it's difficult. Maybe once you go to your third year or fourth year, I think things will settle down. How much Python and networking is asked? You can follow our Python for DevOps. Essentials I have taught in the Python for DevOps playlist. I will suggest your audience try SRE also. I wouldn't suggest like that. It depends on the interest of the people, because SRE and DevOps are quite different. Uh, because you are learning DevOps, don't apply for SRE job roles. It depends on your interest. If you really want to go to SRE, if you're interested in monitoring, programming, if you're interested in troubleshooting the production issues, if you're interested in SLA, SLI, SLOs, trying to talk to the uh, like how do I say that, setting up the service level objectives, these kind of things, then go with the SRE thing. Both of them are good. SRE is also very good. It also has bright future. I'll try to make some tutorials on SRE when time permits. Okay, last 6 minutes. 1 year career gap will affect 1 year career gap. If you have proper justification, that's okay. But don't try to increase the career gap, please. As the career gap increases, it becomes difficult. I have worked for UI developer role for 3 years, okay, and learned Azure DevOps. I want to work on Azure DevOps. Resume and how to prepare. That's what I'm explaining. If you have 3 years experience in web development, and if you want to move to Azure DevOps, if you have practiced Azure enough, if you have learned Azure perfectly, let's say you learn from our channel, we have Azure Zero to Hero, right? In that I've shown how to migrate a GitHub Actions application to Azure DevOps and how to deploy it onto EKS. So you can exactly explain that it is a one of your tasks that you have implemented in your organization. If you practice it, only then you will be able to do it. And you can say from past 6 months you started working, and these are the kind of tasks that you are doing, and you can put them on your resume and you can switch. Salary expectations for a fresher who has done 3 projects. So salary expectation will not be on your resume or will not be on your projects. It will be on the company. Like, salary expectation for TCS and salary expectation for Google will be completely different, right? So whichever company that you're going for, do a research on that company. Go to Glassdoor, try to see, go to the experienced people in that particular company, and that way you can expect the salary. It's not on the company. ChatGPT is not used. ChatGPT error rate with respect to DevOps is very, very high. So better don't use it. Just use it for your learning or something, but don't use it for your real-time task. It will also give you insecure code, which will create a lot of issues in your organization. So please don't use it for your company tasks. Level of Python for DevOps plus certification for resume is important. What benefit it gives? Shall I Do 3 cloud platform certifications? If yes, okay, I'll explain each and every question. Level of Python for DevOps. Just go to our Python for DevOps playlist. There are 15 videos and there are 4 projects. If you complete that, that is more than enough. Question number 2. Certification for resume, is it important? I'll give you a straightforward answer. It is not important. It can give you 1-2% edge, but just go to LinkedIn, see how many companies are asking for certification. It is not at all a significant number. So if certifications versus learning and doing projects, always go for learning and doing projects, because certifications are not at all mandatory. What benefit it gives? It will give you like maybe 5% edge when compared to other candidates. Again, if company is interested only. Should I do all 3 cloud platform certification? If yes, no, not at all required. Just become expert in one cloud platform. That is more than enough. Way to get project videos? Just go to the channel. You will find a lot of projects. There is also a playlist, real-time DevOps projects. You can go to that playlist. Is it okay to integrate Snyk or Trivy in pipeline? Is scanning image on every build is feasible, or any other way to scan? Yeah, Snyk is good. You can integrate Snyk to your pipeline or Sonar to your pipeline, and you can scan images. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, you should be doing it on every build. Been following your DevOps playlist for a while now. Planning to switch to DevOps from C Shark. So far, it's good. So thank you for your content. Thank you so much. Right now, there is no way, Rahul, because our top mate is completely booked for next 1 month. So unfortunately, do we need to learn in depth of Trivy? Trivy is just a tool. In depth, what does it mean? You just have to integrate and it will give you the vulnerabilities. What more will you learn? Like if you ask me question, what do you mean by in depth? I can definitely explain. But it's just a scanning tool, right? You can use any image scanning tool. There is no problem. Mostly it is derived by your company, according to the, because if your company has to buy a security scanning tool, if you are a fresher or if you have less experience, mostly it's the organization decision to pick up the scanning tool. Okay, last 2 minutes. Can you do a monitoring video on Prometheus Kibana? For sure, we will do. Big fan of yours. Thank you so much, brother. Okay, ask one interesting question. Let's see. Okay, I'm not. Okay, we got one question here. Oh, it's actually just a super chat. Thank you for your contribution to the community. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you so much for the super chat. And in your dream also, thank you so much for the super chat. Nikila also. Yeah. Okay, it's time we end this live stream. Thank you so much. We will do it again next Monday or Tuesday. And one suggestion, please do not spam this particular comment box. I will definitely pick up the questions. If you spam, it's hard to pick up your question. It is hard to pick up anyone's else question as well. So please do not spam. How much networking is needed? Just follow our networking video. I just uploaded 4 hours video. That should be good enough. Yes, DevOps Zero to Hero is the best to start. Rana, yes, it's the best thing to start. Chalo, see you all in the next live stream. Bye.